The protests erupted after the Constitutional Council declared the 92-year-old incumbent, Paul Biya, the winner of the presidential election, securing an unprecedented eighth term. Biya has been in power since 1982. The claim of irregularities. The opposition, led by candidate Issa Tchiroma Bakary, rejected the results, claiming widespread manipulation, ballot stuffing, and falsification of votes. Tchiroma's campaign had initially claimed victory based on their own internal counts. Desire for change. The unrest is significantly fueled by widespread discontent, particularly among Cameroon's large youth population. Over 70% of the population is under 35, who have known no other leader and are frustrated by issues like poverty and political exclusion. Violent clashes and casualties. The demonstrations led to deadly clashes between protesters and security forces in several major cities. Fatalities. At least 4 people were reportedly killed by gunshots during protests in the economic capital, Douala, ahead of the official election result announcement. Opposition sources claim more casualties. Separately, at least 2 people were reported killed in the northern city of Garoua. Security force response. Security forces used tear gas, water cannons, and in some cases, live ammunition to disperse the crowds. Arrests and detentions. Hundreds of people have been arrested across the country since the election. The governor of the littoral region reported over 100 detentions in Douala, while the opposition claims the number is higher. Opposition leaders and activists have also been detained, with the government accusing them of plotting violent attacks. Locations and key figures. The protests were not confined to the traditional political centers, indicating broad-based anger. Major protest hotspots: Douala, economic capital; Yaoundé, political capital; Garoua and Mora, northern cities, strongholds of opposition candidate Issa Tchiroma. Key political figures: President Paul Biya, declared winner; Issa Tchiroma Bakary, main opposition challenger. International reaction. The wave of post-election violence has drawn international concern. United Nations, the UN Secretary-General has taken note of the results, expressing deep concern over the post-electoral violence and reports of excessive use of force. He called for a thorough and impartial investigation into the incidents and urged all stakeholders to exercise restraint and pursue dialogue. Human Rights Watch has also condemned the violence, noting the high number of fatalities and arrests allegedly by security forces. Broader context of instability. The election-related protests occur against a backdrop of several existing, severe crises in Cameroon: the Anglophone crisis, a long-running separatist insurgency in the English-speaking northwest and southwest regions, which has resulted in thousands of deaths and displaced over 1 million people. Separatists had reportedly imposed a lockdown to disrupt the presidential election in these regions. Boko Haram/ISWAP violence, ongoing attacks by extremist groups in the far north region. Humanitarian crises, large numbers of internally displaced persons, IDPs, and refugees from neighboring countries like the Central African Republic, CAR, and Nigeria.